SR&BG and spiritual money. If you are chosen, you are rich, you are wealthy. I'm talking about Bill Gates, Rockefeller. You are. Where do you think they get the whole idea of money from? The spiritual realm. This is what makes us royal as chosen. This is what makes us royal. We are already rich. I already told you I talked to a guy. Now let me take you back. Let me take you back to me talking to this guy. So I'm in the plasma center selling my plasma, man, because I feel like I'm the brokest guy in the world. At the time I was. Next to me is this other guy. And he started talking to me and he started mentioning the 33rd parallel. And I said, yeah, I've been to Long Beach, Phoenix, Dallas, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, all along the 33rd parallel and all of that. So we started talking about the 33rd parallel and deep things. And then he brought up spiritual money. And he said, you rich, man. I already know you're rich. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm rich? I'm selling my blood, my plasma for $35, man. Tell me how I'm rich, man. And I really said it like that too. You see, when we donating that damn plasma, we ain't happy because they stick a 16 in us. The needle is a 16. Any nurses out there know how big a damn 16 needle is. It's like a little bit smaller than a Capri Sun straw. Yeah, so I'm sitting up there mad. I'm asking him, how the hell am I rich? And he said, in the spiritual realm, you rich. I could tell you're royalty and people like you, y'all are rich. And I said, how much money I got? And he said, it's so much that they measure it in numbers and letters, like X, Y, 1,000, XJA, 2,000, like that. He said it's so much money, so much wealth that one planet can't even hold it. And I said, I got that much money? He said, yeah, it's in the spiritual realm though. And I said, wow, man. I mean, this is hard to believe because I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm selling my blood, but keep on, my brother, because this is motivating me. And I only have like 15 minutes left because, you know, the plasma bottle is filling up. It take about 45 minutes, 40 minutes if you're lucky and hydrated to fill up one of them plasma bottles. Don't do it, because this is what feed them helophiliacs, whatever the hemophiliacs. They don't got plasma in their blood. Those are the real vampires. We feed them in the plasma centers. And as I was donating they soup, this dude is talking to me about how I'm filthy rich in the spiritual realm. And he said, check it out. These people who's running the world, let's take the Rockefellers, let's take Bill Gates. These people are worms. They're worms. They're not royal. Look at them. He told me, look at you. At the same time, I had dreads and I did look royal. I had a beard and everything. He said, look at you. Okay, now look at the Rockefeller or Steve Jobs or somebody. Which one do you think look royal? And I said, me, of course. And then he said, okay, now all the money and wealth, the big boats, all of the land and all of the power, it's not theirs. Where do you think it came from? And I was like, okay, I see where you're going. I see where you're going. He said that their money, their millions and billions and trillions of dollars, it represents something. That energy came from somewhere. And I said, where did it come from? Brother, tell me, preach. Because it's making me feel good while I'm feeling so damn bad because I'm donating the plasma, right? He's telling me how I'm rich. He's telling me how these parasites then took all our damn money, our spiritual money, and turned it into these physical dollars for us to fight over. And the power that we see them have is our power. But it's all in the spirit. I mean, we have $1 trillion. Let's think about Zamunda. Let's talk about Eddie Murphy. He had his face on the money, man. You know that movie is about the chosen, right? Yeah, Coming to America is about you. If you the chosen, Coming to America is about you. Remember, he was about to get married, but he didn't like her because she was an NPC. She was programmed. That's what they was talking about. He had to go all the way to New York, to Queens, New York, to find a chosen one, somebody who thought for themselves. He had to give up all of his possessions and come to earth, to the ghetto, to the bottom, to the slums. And you've seen this movie, man, Coming to America. That's about you. And you seen how royal he was. His face was on the money. His daddy was the king. You hear what I'm saying? His father represented the Most High. He had the lion on him. They dropped the roses when he walked. But Eddie Murphy was working at McDonald's, man. He was working at McDonald's. Although he was so damn rich. I mean, and I'm talking about rich like a damn country, man. That's how you are chosen. But it's in the spirit. A lot of people's family are karmics. And the chosen are the poor one, the poor righteous teachers, the ones who have a little bit, probably have a little job or something if they lucky. A lot of us are donating plasma. A lot of us are homeless and going through it, but our relatives is making money. That's your money. It's just manifesting in the third dimension as good jobs for your sister, as a lot of money for your brother. Your uncle probably selling drugs, man, and made $1 million. That's your money, man. The wicked do not have no money. They steal it. They steal it from us and energy, and then it starts to manifest as good jobs, good homes, and then you broke. You don't got nothing. So I'm listening to all of this, man. And I'm like, wow, brother, you waking me up even though you a damn witch. At the time, I was practicing sorcery and all that, and that's why my ass was up in the plasma center anyway, because of the karma of practicing a sorcery. But I'm talking to this witch, and he's a witch, and so we like brothers, right? Because he's a witch, I'm sorcerer. I'm telling him certain things, and he telling me certain things. But when we got to this spiritual money, that's where I wanted to stay, because he was making so much sense, man. Now I could see it. I said, how do you get the spiritual money? He said, good deeds throughout lifetimes. Remember when you helped that old lady? Remember when you gave this person a pass? Remember when you paid your tithes? Remember all of that good stuff you did? Well, it happened in other lifetimes too. And it just stacked and stacked and stacks for millenniums. And I'm like, wow. He said, yeah, remember, you a real person, so you've always been living. It's the Most High, and then it's the chosen, then it's the angels, and then it's everything else. So you was here when the programs was created. You participated in creating certain programs for certain worlds and different things like that, in your kindness. And your dedication to the Most High and your sacrifice and all of that, it build up a currency. It's currency. Literal currency, man. This is why they name the money, the currency and stuff. Like energy. This is why you get out of jail when you're chosen. This is why you get blessed. This is why when you're chosen, you can create a YouTube page or an Instagram page and it'll get subscribers and stuff. This is why you can ask the Most High for anything. Why? Because everything costs. I told you. They didn't create anything in this third dimension. They just copying it, mimicking it. So where does spending money and cost, and this costs $50 and that costs $30 and can you give me change and all of that? Where does that come from? That comes from the spiritual realm. That time when you got out of jail, you only spent 3 days, you prayed, and you got out of jail as a chosen one. That costed 385,000 spiritual dollars. You had that. You had that money right then. And you bought that get out of jail free card. When you put that application up in, it costed 175,000 spiritual dollars for you to get accepted. You had the money, the Most High put the spirit inside of the boss, and he hired you because you rich. This is how the money manifests to us, through blessings. There's a mother out there. She has 800 XY 773 trillion 755 million spiritual dollars. The protection of her son costs 155 million spiritual dollars. She got that. But you know what? There's a mother who doesn't have that. She is poor. She is spiritually broke. Even if she's physically rich and she's running around, she's spiritually broke. Because she haven't built up no wealth in the spiritual realm. NPCs can't build up no damn wealth in the spiritual realm because they can't even tap into the damn spiritual realm. So there's people who got money that you see, but they're broke spiritually, so their son can't get the protection. It's just like a damn video game, man. If you have so many gold coins, you get the shield of destiny. And if people try to hit you, the ops try to hit you, they can't penetrate. But if you don't have them gold coins, you don't get the shield of destiny. And then they get to penetrate. Everything costs, man. In the physical realm and in the spiritual realm. And that day, while I donated plasma for $35, my stomach hurted, man. I was gonna go buy me something to eat, man. But instead, I bought some crack. And I thought about this as I smoked that damn crack. I thought about how rich I was, but how physically poor I am. And I smoked that crack and I smiled and I cried at the same damn time, man. I was smiling because he made sense. And I was crying because the crack was real good and sweet, and I knew that my soul was wrapped around the crack. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Selling plasma ain't good and smoking crack ain't good either. But being spiritually rich is great, man. Everything costs that new car. If you spiritually rich, you can get anything that you want, man. The Most High will put a spirit in a person, and even if that person don't like you, then the Most High will make your enemies bless you. It is written. The Most High will make your enemies bless you. They wouldn't even know why. They wouldn't even know why, man. You would be leaving all blessed and stuff, and they'd be scratching their head. Or they'll probably be scratching their ass if they have pinworms, because the enemies have pinworms, but even with they pinworms, they'll bless you because spiritual currency. You rich. This is the richness as we vibe higher. This richness, this wealth, this Zamunda, this Eddie Murphy being the king of Zamunda. You gonna be the king or the queen of Zamunda, and it's gonna manifest through so many blessings. People just gonna bring you things. You just gonna find things, man. People just gonna start liking you. They gonna start moving out your way because it's like the king is coming or the queen. Spiritual currency, man. Spiritual money, spiritual wealth, we got it. They've been stealing it from us. When you look at the Rockefellers, when you look at the DuPonts, when you look at Bill Gates, when you look at Steve Jobs, you're looking at parasites, you're looking at physical aids. They are aids, man. So how the hell could they be rich? How the hell could they be royal? They got the money, but where did this energy come from that gets the money to be powerful? It comes from us. That is our money. And as they fall, as they run and hide in the hills, they can't take that energy with them. They can't take that prosperous, that real big watermelons, man. Very big watermelons, man. They can't take them big watermelons and them big cherries. They can't take the beautiful women's and the rainbows. They can't take the prosperity to the caves with them, man. So it becomes ours again. The riches of the wicked is stored up for the righteous, because as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. In the beginning, we was rich, Zamunda style. All praises to the Most High. Peace.